first thing I do before ever putting in an offer, and realtors, if you listening to this, man, this is some free game right here. You should be charged for this one, but I'm just playing. I make sure I get on the phone with the listing agent if I'm not the listing agent, and figure out as much information as possible so that every offer can be a targeted approach. I'm not into the guessing game. I want to get your seller what they want while still paying respects to my buyer's budget and, their flexibility on whatever it is that they're offering. So, oftentimes, even if they're like, oh, man, listen, I can't tell you, just put in your best offer, I might say, well, hey, do you know what the property might appraise at? So that, and then if they throw a number out, then I'm like, I bet that's probably the number that they're looking for then, or something similar to that. So I'm just trying to, poke. Some people would tell you flat out, like, listen, man, hey.
Just ask. Because if you don't ask,
you know what I'm saying? You don't get
nothing.
Exactly. But outside of that, other tactics are depending on what the client's finances are. You can do things like if the house may have some, equity in it or not. If your client's putting a very strong offer, like price point wise, you can say, we'll do an appraisal waiver, which basically means regardless of what the appraisal comes in at, we'll still honor the price that we tell you.
Right, so you can pay the difference from what the bank won't cover.
Right, if the client's comfortable with that, obviously. Another thing is if the house is in, crisp condition and you, at least from a cosmetic standpoint, or it's a new construction, you feel very comfortable saying something like, hey, we'll waive the inspection contingency. We'll just do an inspection for our own knowledge. Now, again, that's not something I do on every single deal. That's more so a case-by-case situation. But where it's appropriate, it definitely does help your client's offer stand out above the rest, because you just have to think from the mind of a seller.
Right.
Like if I'm selling my house, what's going to stand out to me?